If you're a local service-based business, I'm going to show you exactly how you can turn your Instagram followers into paying clients. Now, this works on a lot of platforms and not just Instagram. It works on Facebook, it works on IG, also work on LinkedIn as well. But what I found is that Facebook is very transactional. And LinkedIn is more to like B2B, but a lot of local service-based businesses are B2C, so you're selling to consumers. And that's why if you're selling to consumers, you want to build relationships. So on Instagram, it's the best platform to build actual relationships. That's why this strategy only works for a specific group of people, and those are service-based businesses. Now, if you're selling like a $5 coffee, like a product-based service, then it won't work for you. The strategy won't work for you because you're selling like a $5 product. In that case, like go on TikTok, put it on TikTok Shop, and then boom, you're making money. But as a local service-based business, we want to focus on building real relationships because your services are high ticket. Like, $250 plus or whatnot. It's more than a $5 coffee. Instagram is the best platform because of a few things. First, every post you post on your organic feed or Instagram stories, it gets shown to a lot of your audience. Unlike Facebook, it kind of like, doesn't show it to the full audience, or LinkedIn doesn't show it to the full audience. But on Instagram, it shows it to the full audience, like your content and even your stories. Another thing is that Instagram's algorithm makes it so easy to DM people from that. So if someone likes your post on your feed, or someone likes your story or responds to your story, you can easily build rapport with them in the DMs. It's so easy to DM somebody. That's why there's a lot of people out there that they say Instagram is a better dating app than any dating app out there, because it's made to build real relationships. So you can leverage that as a local service-based business. You want to be on Instagram. Now, before you learn the system to turn followers into paying clients, you need a predictable way to get leads. And what I mean by predictable, there's two ways you can get leads on Instagram, social media-wise. There's one way, which is organic content. I spelled that wrong, but another way is running local ads. Keyword local. Or what I do for my own business is that you can combine them both with the proper strategies. I like doing both, but I'll talk about each one step by step. And it's important that you know this, because if you don't know this, then you're not going to have any leads or any followers to, use a framework on. So if you want to go the organic route, that's completely fine, but there's a con to it. It can take months, and sometimes I've seen even years, to train the algorithm to show it to the right audience. Now, as a business owner, we are all business owners. You're watching this video because you are a business owner. We don't care about views. We don't care about followers. All we care about is if that social media post is bringing me business. And if it is, that means you're growing on social media. So if you go the organic route, building a consistent lead flow of followers or leads can take a long time, months and years, because you have to train the algorithm and you're heavily dependent on the algorithm to show it to the right audience. And I've seen this happen for a lot of people. So a lot of people, they go in this loop, okay? I'll show you this loop. They make content, then they think to themselves that nothing is working. Then they see other viral content in their niche, which is entertainment focused, and then they copy that content, make it their own style, so still like an artist, don't exactly copy it, and then they go viral. Now, if they go viral, they get a lot of followers, and then, this circle is too small, to get no business. And then they think to themselves, why am I not getting business? And then to keep those followers engaged that follow them from those entertainment viral content that they made as entertainment focused and now value driven focused, they have to keep making the same content, which is entertainment focused, because they have to keep their followers engaged. And hopefully 1% of those followers will work with them. So this is a loop I've seen happen to a lot of service-based business owners. They try to make entertainment focused content. Let me tell you the truth. When you're making organic content, never focus on going viral. The point is to get the right audience. So you want to make content that is value driven. Even if it's not going super viral, as long as it's reaching your target audience. That's all you care about, your target audience. So we never make it go viral. Now let's talk about the ad side of things. Now, if you want to focus on the ad side of things, you have to spend money to make money. So if you don't have a budget for ad spend, I highly recommend trying out the organic route first. But if you do have a budget for ad spend and you want to scale your local service-based business, you need to spend money to make money. I'm currently spending $25 a day on ads right now on my page. So it's not a lot, but you need to spend a little bit. You're going to talk about exactly who you are with your ad copy, who you are, and what you do exactly in the ad. That way, anybody who follows you from the ad knows exactly who you are, and they're a sticky lead because they followed you for a reason, because you explained who you are in the video. Now, these sticky leads will probably not work with you right away, but they will work with you eventually in the future because they're interested in your offer. Now, your only job after that is that you're going to get followers every single day if you run a simple ad. Only job with that is to qualify each follower in the DMs. Now, I'll talk a little bit about that, and that's actually how you turn followers into paying clients. But if you want to combine both, you can combine both, and that's exactly what I do. It gets the best results. You can get organic content, and you can also get local ads. Now, the algorithm's so good at this point, if you run a local ad specific to your target audience, calling out your specific target audience, and then you start posting organic content, it just knows who to send it to because you're already running an ad with a detailed targeting. So it just knows, like, okay, this page is running an ad to this audience target, then we need to send their organic content to that audience as well. So they just know. The algorithm's really smart. Now, once you have a predictable way, so you're getting followers every single day, even if it's a few followers, you're getting leads every single day, getting likes, engagement, whatever it is every single day on your social media, that means it's time to implement the 3-step stack framework. I'm going to show you exactly what the 3-step stack framework is. That way you can implement it right now after this video. So, every follower you get, you'll need to do 3 things. There's 3 steps to this. First, you need to DM every single follower you get, either from your local ad or from your organic content. Now again, keep in mind, the point is to get leads, not to be an influencer. So you want to DM every single follower, and you can say simple stuff like, thank you for following me. Okay, that's what I do for my own business. Especially if they follow me from an ad, I'll say something like, thank you for following me. Did you find me from my local ad? And then they respond with, you're welcome. Yes, I did. I love the ad and I love what you're doing here with your content. The moment they say content, because I'm a B2B company, so I help other business owners make content and ads. The moment they say content, it's an opportunity for me to spark a conversation and build rapport. So that's how I get leads from my business. Now, once you build enough rapport in the DMs, you want to send them to a 10-minute call, kind of explain the process of what you do. It's basically like a qualifying call, and it only takes 10 minutes of your time. Might as well get it. And also, depending on what kind of local service-based business you are, you can either send them to a call or send them straight to an appointment. So for example, if you're like an auto detailer and you're selling like a $300 service or like a $250 service, whatever it might be, a lot of times what I've seen for a lot of the people I've made content for is that they can DM people and they'll book right away. This works great for like book now local services. Like for example, I used to be a real estate photographer as well, like a real estate photographer, and it was all about booking. So if they book me in, I'll go to the property and shoot videos. So I would run like DM ads to specific like real estate agents. And then if they respond to me, I don't have to get them on a 10-minute call, right? Sometimes I did if they want like a bigger project, but they can just book right away, So it's kind of how it works. But if you're like a chiropractor or something like you're like a landscaper, a plumber, whatever it is, somewhere where your project is a little bit bigger, then you want to get them on a 10-minute call at first, just to see if you can actually help them and see how, it plays out. And if you can help them, then perfect. You want to then book in the appointment right away. But if you can't help them, then you want to guide them in the right direction. If you guys really want to turn your followers into paying clients, you want to follow this framework, the 3-step framework. You want to DM them every single time they follow you. Everybody who follows you, DM them. You want to get them on a 10-minute call or book appointment. But it all happens in the DMs because you're trying to build a real relationship because you're a service-based business. Now, I've been working with like service-based businesses for a long time, been making content for a long time. Now, a lot of people think that I'm going to make content and then people are going to reach out to me. I get inbound leads here and there. Like it's probably like 5% of my total lead flow, like inbound leads. But majority of the business I get, it's all about me outreaching. So it's all about hitting them up in the DMs. So that's it. That's kind of the 3-step framework that I use for my own business to get leads. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. And if you guys did, leave a like.